I believe I know what cry out means. What I'm trying to figure out is cry in. A meaning for cry in doesn't properly exist, but it should, I think. People often say they're crying inside. We all know what that means. But crying inside is not exactly what I'm trying to get at. People say about this or that situation, it's a crying shame. A notion closer to what cry in could signify, but not quite, since describing something as a crying shame suggests there's been time to reflect and consciously process a reaction. Cries in, like cries out, just happen. To cry out, an instinctive act, a gasp, a yelp, a holler, explanation, a curse, a scream, etc. Like an explosion of breath after a kick in the belly. When you cry out, the body's speaking for itself, inventing language for what's unsayable in words. A momentary release, even relief occurs. A cry in happens when something unspeakable forces its way inside. A sudden alien message in our chests, our guts. A cry in speaks no words. Like crying out, it silences language. The story you've been telling yourself about yourself is demolished. No more story. No more inside and outside. No you. Chaos. And chaos doesn't release or relieve. Chaos seizes you by the throat and shakes you in its teeth till it's finished with you and you drop. Like the poor woman who owned the Divine Lorraine in Memphis and slammed her head on the desk till her brain exploded after she took the call from the hospital announcing Dr. King, her guest, had died from wounds received on the balcony of her motel. Don't mind me. I'm not expecting you to follow or agree. I'm just sitting here like Otis on the dock of the bay, or the Chinaman on the fence trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. Nothing I can do about the news that hit me yesterday that cried in and wiped out whatever's inside me, supposed to deal with bad surprises, supposed to spread bad news as kindly, gently as possible to my heart, to my liver, to my lungs, to the sole of my feet, my bald head. This whole body I've pulled tight like a quilt around me because I'm cold and wet and shivering, alone as can be with just that cry in. No one asked me if I wanted to hear it. Nobody asked me if I was ready.